It's like, if it's like my bestie, we've all been friends for so long. It's like, that's my step husband. So like, if you
excuse me, excuse the fuck out of me.
No, it's like, if you doing some foul stuff to her, you're technically doing it to me too. Because if things go south, listen, if things go south, you break us all up. Like, your mistake breaks us all up.
I'm not that way. I'm still
no,
friends
you
with
will
both
be.
sides.
You're not, but you're not
picking a side.
You're not gonna be cool with them anymore.
You're
not gonna be cool with them anymore.
Look here.
You picked a side, mine. So like I said, you do her wrong. You kind of did me wrong.
No.
Now look, now none of us are happy.
See.
Hey everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Life After I Do. I'm your host, Nisha G. You know the drill.
It's her husband.
My husband.
Her lover.
The love of my life. The father of my child.
Her homie.
Lover friend.
Are we not supposed to do that?
What?
That's R. Kelly.
Oh.
Damn.
Molly,
though. Hey, Voskis.
Hi, babe.
What's wrong, Mama? Why you sound like you're down?
Oh no, I think my urn low.
You sound like Sulophagus from
Isn't it Cephalophagus?
from Sesame Street.
It's
Hi bird.
Oh, it's Snuffleupagus.
Whatever.
I think
he was high.
He wasn't high, Maurice.
Look here.
You can't go around just saying that.
He was the resident drug addict.
No, he wasn't.
On Sesame Street. Sesame Street was just imitations of real life people. He was a drug addict. The Count was the pimp.
Why was the Count the pimp?
One. Two. He was counting. He was telling the hoes, hurry up. You had the gay couple.
Bert and Ernie.
Maurice,
stop it.
Huh?
Stop. They were not.
Yeah.
Okay.
See, Snuffleupagus was on the downers. Cookie Monster was on the uppers. I'm telling you.
They had the whole gang there.
And the only person that was real was Oscar the Grouch, because he saw what it was like.
He was the old man sitting in the window just watching it all unfold.
Because I live in a fucking trash can. Oscar, why are you so grouchy?
Because I live in a trash can. I mean, was that by choice? Like, how did we end up here?
He wanted to be isolated. You saw he lived in just enough space for him.
Oscar, a trash can is crazy work, though.
Oscar was tired of people.
A trash can is crazy work.
And Big Bird was on uppers too.
Yeah, Big Bird was on something big.
Yeah. Whoa, pause. How was your week, Booskies?
My week was good.
Oh, that's great.
I had a really good Mother's Day. I mean, by the time they hear this.
Shout out to Happy Mother's Day to all the good mothers out there. You deadbeats don't deserve nothing. And you know who you are.
My husband. Anyway.
I'm keeping it real. Just like there's deadbeats dads, there's deadbeat mothers out here.
Oh my gosh. Okay, speaking of deadbeat dads, I can't remember what state it was. What state it was, but apparently I think it was the sheriff or something. I got to get the story straight. But he decided to put up a deadbeat dad wall.
Oh, okay.
And post all of the deadbeat dads on the wall. And I was like, how are you gonna know? Like, what's your standard or guidelines?
It was probably the guys that were behind on child support.
Oh, yeah, probably. Yeah. That's probably shaming. Yeah. Damn.
Cold work. How was your week?
My week was good.
You got excited about deadbeat dads, honestly.
No.
You know what? Here's a side note. I agree with that creator that said that being a good father is so exhausting that sometimes being a deadbeat is appealing because they just
shut up.
They just seem like they
have the life.
They have the life. They stress free. They ain't worried about how these kids getting nothing. They ain't worried about how these kids getting nowhere.
They not worried about them eating
nothing. All they worry about is the next
taking care of themselves.
That's it. It sounds
which is perfectly fine.
It sounds so free.
You just need to not procreate.
It sounds so free. I was just trying to have a good time.
Okay, but you didn't do it responsibly. Therein lies the problem.
That's because my wife was drunk that night.
It's not a thing.
She was like,
not a thing.
My wife said, "How you doing?
How are you doing?" No, I mean, I had a really good week. I had a good Mother's Day.
Were you out there like Norbert in that wine cooler showing out?
What? No, not at all.
You weren't showing up?
No, not at all.
Okay.
I really enjoyed my Mother's Day gifts. That was fun. Thank you.
My wife is. We're gonna have to get you a new nickname because everything pink.
Oh yeah, because I wanted like new gym gear and stuff. So the hubby came through with my new gym bag and clips and sleeves and everything. So that was pretty cool. Thank you.
All pink everything.
All pink everything. So now I can be that girl in the gym.
You don't know that, but I ordered you some pink shaker cups too.
Oh my gosh, that's not necessary, but I appreciate it.
Pinked out.
I appreciate it.
All pink everything.
But yeah, I hit 275 for 2 reps.
All right. Okay.
On my squat.
Okay.
That was really exciting. I was really excited.
Can I tell the people what really happened?
What?
My wife was so excited about hitting these 275 for 2 that she hit me.
Oh my gosh, I barely tapped you, Maurice.
And when she hit me, I couldn't clutch my pearls because I wasn't wearing them. So I had to clutch my chest.
He clutched his pecs.
And I said, "Oh my God, did she just attack me?"
You are so...
The sheer force behind that tap. I said, "This sounds like I was been attacked." I almost pressed charges.
Okay. Doubtful.
But then I said, if I press charges, it's going to cancel out the life insurance. I don't pay enough into it. So
is that a thing?
Yeah, so my week was good.
Is that a thing?
My week was good.
Wait a minute, no, is that like a thing?
Oh, yeah, don't kill me.
No, I'm saying like if I was to press charges against you or like assault or something.
No.
Oh,
I don't think so.
I was going to say.
I don't think
that's crazy.
But my week was good. It's always good when you receive a blessing that you wasn't looking forward to.
Oh.
Won't he do it?
All the time.
He may not come when you want him.
But he's always.
Okay?
Always. If it's one thing he has been, it's faithful.
Yeah.
If it's one thing he has done is uphold his promises.
I'm not going to preach tonight. Because sometimes I'll be wanting to preach. But it was good. I'm really happy. I'm really excited. I'm really excited for camp. Man, I don't know why I'm excited for camp. Like I'm the one going to camp.
Camp. Oh, gymnastics camp?
I don't know why I'm excited.
Why are you excited for camp?
I don't know.
I think you're just excited for the road trip. Like we're just excited to have like a few hours a day away from home together.
But we're going to be at the gym. So
I know, but we're going to be at different gyms because
we hitting everyone in the city.
Yeah, because we get to go to different gyms.
And we're going to take pictures and take notes of what our gym is lacking. And we're going to go back
right back. Still not going
We're going to go right back to management and say, fix this. But I had a good week. We tried out new gyms on last Thursday.
Oh yeah, we finally tried out the gym that he all month. I want to try it out. Finally tried the gym out. Before we even went to the gym,
I thought this was my week.
Yeah, it is. Before we even went to the gym, he was convinced that he was going to be signing up. Like he was going to sign up before he even worked out at the gym. And what ended up happening, babe?
It wasn't my judge. Like I was really I was really happy and excited about like some of the equipment they had.
Yeah, me too. They had nice equipment.
But I was like, the crowd wasn't my crowd.
It wasn't your community.
Nah, it was too country club for me. I like a little ratchet and thought of mine. You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
Sure. Maybe
I went the wrong time.
I honestly also think that we've just been at our gym not a long time.
It's been a year.
Yeah, but we've developed community in our gym. Yeah. And like the people that go there, like even though you're not like besties or anything with the people that go there, know me. But they know you and you know them. And it's like now when you come in.
I didn't meet a new gym friend this week.
Who? Was it the guy you were talking to yesterday?
Yeah, Jeremiah.
Yeah, is that his name?
I said, damn, yeah. I said, your mama love the Bible. Your name is Jeremiah.
Well, because when I saw you go over there and talk to him, I was like, I wonder if he knows him from work or something. No. And what were you talking to him about? Because I was like...
We were talking about shoes.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's when he was talking about the Hokas and stuff.
Yeah. So, I mean...
But yeah, I think that's
It wasn't... So, the new gym was...
The vibe. Yeah, it wasn't the vibe. But the equipment that they had.
Oh, top notch.
Yeah, the equipment was great.
Top notch.
The equipment was great. I got humbled. So, me, I've been,
right? Hold on.
I've been using the 60-pound dumbbells, been feeling good, been feeling strong. They have metal dumbbells.
Yeah, buddy.
I went to pick them up and I said, let me sit my stupid ass down.
Right. Right.
I said, I'm going to go ahead and do these 50s today.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me pick up these 50s.
I text my trainer right away. I said, these metal dumbbells will humble you quick. You think you're strong.
Which is crazy because it can't possibly be that much.
It felt
but it's different. Enough. It's enough. And I don't know if it was just like your brain playing tricks with you or what.
Well, he was telling me maybe because I was kind of exhausted from the pull-ups.
Or because we were in a new space too.
Nah.
No? Okay, I thought I tried to make an excuse.
Yeah, but I had a good week all around. You know, blessings on blessings.
Blessings on blessings.
I want to thank all the new followers and subscribers, and
thanks, guys.
We appreciate you guys, and every day you guys are taking me closer and closer to working less and less.
Oh my gosh! Bye,
y'all.
Maurice.
I just want y'all to know when we start hitting these numbers here, the content's only going to get better because I want to spend more time on the content than I do at work. That's all I'm saying.
So he's trying to say the content is up to you.
It's up to you.
Bye.
The quality.
It's not how it works.
By your powers combined.
Oh my gosh! Can we please watch it before bed?
Yes, man. We can watch it.
For those of you who didn't catch the reference.
No, we can watch it, but it got to be the Don Tito one.
No. For those of you who didn't catch the reference, that's Captain Planet. Do you remember the song? Captain Planet, he's our hero. Gonna take pollution down to zero. Gonna help
Okay,
him.
that's enough. This is copyrighted. That's enough. Heart. The heart ring was
what was it? It was heart, water,
earth,
it was
wind. It was the four elements, and then they threw heart in there.
Because you have to have heart with your powers combined. I am Captain Planet.
I'm not getting it done. And the thing is, it's clear from the common results of our generation that Captain Planet didn't work.
The DARE program didn't work. What else? Did Avid work?
Smokey probably didn't work because of these fires in California. I don't think he worked either. I don't think my generation listened to none of that.
We had PBS. Nobody followed any of the rules into life from PBS.
No. What we got today?
Damn, that's cold.
Cold-blooded.
Oh no, wait. Okay, I wanted to ask you. Did you see the video? It's a video that went viral of this guy. I guess he's a firefighter, but it's his birthday party, right? And so he calls his wife up to the stage at the birthday party. He's like, I know it's my birthday, but
yeah. And she had been cheating on him.
And he laid her out. Like he didn't knock her out, but he exposed her. You didn't see that part?
Oh, well, I knew what was coming, so I swiped away.
Oh.
Was it bad? It
was bad. Like apparently he had video and everything.
Did she start crying?
And everybody, because people didn't know if he was joking at first, because he gave her, he grabbed her face, he gave her a big kiss. He's like, mwah, like that. And everybody was like, oh, okay. And then he was like, she was laughing and he was like, I fucking know everything, like that. And then everybody was giggling because they think, his playful, beloved banter. And then he just starts laying it in. He was like, yeah, I had to sit there and watch his small pail and all this other stuff. And that's why you had to take all these plan Bs. And then everybody was like, and then the lady in the back goes, is he for real? Is this real? And then everybody was like, I don't know if this is a joke, a skit. And then they started to realize
no, it's real.
Oh no, this is real. It was real. But shouts out to the person whoever was recording because they
got everything.
Maurice, whoever was recording stayed just like this. Still hand, gave a little bit of zoomerization. I said whoever was recording.
Zoomerization is wild.
Whoever was recording, I bet you they knew. And he was like, Get this. Because
I'm finna perform.
Get this. So I said, oh my gosh. So, okay, that kind of takes me into like today. Okay.
Oh, shit.
So I kind of want to know.
Okay.
Okay. It's kind of, but not the same.
Hold on. Are you telling me something?
No.
This is a safe space.
Okay. Let me blink.
We listen and we judge
slightly.
Greatly.
Okay. So if you had a friend who you know whose spouse was committing adultery, or cheating,
for a fact,
for like
undeniable,
yeah,
okay,
would you or would you not tell your friend?
How close am I to this friend?
Let's say you guys have been friends 5 years.
Like,
First, would you or would you not? Like, is it within your character?
I think I would.
To tell
I think
or
I
not?
I think I would.
Okay, that's a different story than what.
Because I was capping. I think I would.
Because I was capping.
But I think I would ask a question first. Because I'd be like, hey man, you got an open relationship?
Okay, I don't think that's how you should go into it. hey man, y'all open? Because then he might think you're.
I'd be like, hey man, what's your thoughts on an open relationship?
Then he might think that you're a swinger.
I'm not.
And that you want to invite him and his...
And no, I would preface it with something like, me and my wife was having a discussion, and I would say that we both disagree, but what's your thoughts? Like, I would formulate like a conversation, and then after I hear his thoughts, I'd be like, oh, I determine if I should tell him or not. Okay,
so like what type of proof do you think you would need to feel comfortable?
I would need concrete proof.
Okay, what would be concrete proof?
Like I need to have seen them. Or seen
them do what though? Like what if they're out and about, like holding hands and going to lunch, but then it comes to find out that's her cousin?
Look here, I would need proof.
Okay,
because I'm not going to drop a bomb on a marriage or a relationship that could implode it. Because if I'm wrong, that's going to greatly affect my friendship.
Right, and so that's what I'm saying. Do you trust your judgment?
Yeah, my initial judgment would be like, hey man, you might want to check it out. You might. Wait,
what?
I want to check it out.
Hey, man, you might want to check it out.
I might just find the other person it was like social media post. I might just start sending the post. Hey, you see that?
Sending your friend post or the spouse?
The friends. You see this? Boom.
But that's okay. But that I don't think that helps.
Let them deduce themselves.
Okay, but if my friend suspected you of cheating and she just started sending me videos and reels on Instagram,
I'm saying if I had the evidence of them together on,
like you would snap a picture of them or something and then send your friend that picture and be like, oh hey, I saw your wife today,
or the other person that's posted them in specific places and stuff.
But that's crazy though. If they're cheating, chances are they probably won't care.
Some people don't.
Okay, but let's say for the sake of discussion.
Look here.
What type of concrete evidence would be sufficient enough for you to seriously go to your friend and sit down with him and say, hey, I think, I don't want to overstep my boundaries.
I would need to see some type of intimate contact.
Okay, so what is that? Like a kiss on the lips or a cheek? Because we know how you feel about kissing with tongue and no tongue. You don't consider tongue.
A kiss, period.
Okay.
Hand holding, a grabbing of the ass.
Mm-hmm. What if she plays sports and that's like her teammate?
Okay. This is where your daughter gets it from.
I'm just kidding.
This is why she always has a backpack full of spare body parts, so that she can always feel like she's ahead. Side note, you cannot play I stole your nose with my daughter because she has 1,000 noses in her make-believe backpack.
That's the recourse. Every time he's like, oh, I stole your nose, she was like, I got another one. Because when she was little, she used to literally cry.
Like, give my nose back.
She's like, Daddy won't give me my nose back. I'm like, girl, the nose is on your face. I was like, just pretend like you got another one, then he can never take them from you.
So you're the problem. Yeah, but I would need something as close to concrete as possible.
Okay.
What about you?
Yes, I would need something concrete.
Mm-hmm.
I would probably investigate myself.
Okay.
Probably.
And you would.
I know, because here's the thing. For me, I feel like I would be...
Every time she says, here's the thing, it's going to be some BS. Go ahead. Here's the thing.
Here's the thing.
Go ahead and give it to us.
Shut up. Go ahead and give it to us. Okay, so it kind of goes back to what you said in the beginning, like how long have you known this friend? Like if it was my best friend, shout out to Jazzy. Jizzle, love you. If I had...
she deserves it.
Goodbye.
I'm just hold on. I'm just playing Jasmine. Don't come for me.
If I had suspected my best friend's like husband doing something inappropriate.
Don't talk about my boy like that. He wouldn't do that.
I know, but I'm saying like for the sake of the conversation, this is the person that I'm close to, right? So like this is 20 plus years in the game. I'm coming to her even if I suspect.
Because it's 20 plus years.
Yes, even if it ain't nothing, even if it didn't sit well with my spirit,
right?
I'ma just let you know.
And then, but
because she knows because we have a relationship to where she knows that she's just not gonna take what I say at face value. Like that's the person she's been married to more than half her life, so she's also gonna do her own digging, But she knows that I'm not trying to start mess.
But that's why I told you it the level of friendship and the length of friendship also matters because there's that conversation. Like if it's someone you've known a couple of years, that's a different conversation.
If I've known them a couple of years, I'm not going to go to the extent of like maybe having concrete evidence. I'm gonna just be like, look, if it was me and I saw my man do some shit like that, I'm gonna just let you know. I wouldn't be comfortable with it, but I don't know what your relationship is like.
I miss LaJules. I just thought about her. I was like, if you told her, she's like, do you think I care what this man does?
No, I don't care. I don't even know where he is half the time.
I miss her.
I miss her too. But yeah, so like if it's like my bestie, we've all been friends for so long. It's like that's my step husband. So like if you
excuse me, excuse the fuck out of me.
No, it's like if you doing some foul stuff to her, you're technically doing it to me too. Because if things go south, listen, if things go south, you break us all up. Like your mistake breaks us all up.
I'm not that way. I'm still
no,
friends
you
with
will
both
be.
sides.
You're not, but you're not
picking a side.
You're not gonna be cool with them anymore.
You're not
gonna be cool with them anymore.
Look here.
You picked a side, mine. So like I said, you do her wrong. You kind of did me wrong. No. Now look, now none of us are happy.
See, I have to be the mediator for the kids because I'm their black dad.
So she's like your stepwife.
No. She was my surrogate.
Bye. But anyway, yeah. So I feel like if it was a very like valued long-term friendship, like my bestie, I personally would do digging myself. Like I would take the extra mile to make sure that what I'm seeing or what I believe to be seeing is what's actually happening. And then I would, to be honest with you, to be 100 with you, I might be that friend that confronts him first.
Like you better tell her.
No,
if you don't tell her, I'm gonna tell her.
Well, no, not even like to back him into a corner. I wish
one of your friends would.
But just to be like, hey, like you know what you're doing is wrong, and that's my best friend. So you can either square it away with her right now, or like you got till Friday 5 p.m. I don't know what you want me to do. All I can give you is till Friday. It's Thursday at 3, so I can only give you till Friday to 5. I'm gonna let you go to work, let it marinate on your mind a little bit. When you get off work, I'm going to be on your couch like I just came to visit, and I'm going to be waiting for you to be like, hey, can you give us a minute or go home so I can talk to my wife? And I'll be like, yeah, I think that's a good idea.
The deadline is diabolical.
Give you till 5 on Friday.
What are you, the transporter?
I'm just saying. But if it's somebody like...
you done fucked up, right?
If I've known you a year... I'm
going to start calling you an equalizer.
Bye. If I've known you a year and I suspect... or if I perceive that your spouse has been committing adultery, I'm probably going to say something.
But the thing, when I think about this more for me is like, I literally would have to see it because I am so hands off when it comes to other people's marriage and relationship. Right. Like, I don't know nothing unless you tell me.
Or you stumble across it.
Right.
Like, that's what I'm saying.
Because I'm not looking for it.
Right.
So if I was to come across something, I'd be like, I would probably mention it. Depending on the length of friendship and like how well we know each other, I would mention something.
Right. Okay, so let me flip it on you, kind of like what we were talking about last week. What we talked about last week. If your friend who you know is married, like let's say we had to get together at our house, right?
Lord, okay.
So we know all of our friends are married, right? If your friend showed up to our house with another woman who was not,
that's not cool.
Who was not his wife,
that's not cool.
In a capacity of like, this is my plus one. What does that conversation look like from you to your friend? Like, what would you say?
I'm gonna step aside like, who this bitch?
Hoppo, who this woman?
And I'm like, hey man, look here.
She can't come in my house.
I personally don't care that she's here because I don't know what your situation is here, and I'm not going to assume anything. But the woman ain't cool with this, and so you're making since she's making them uncomfortable, she can't be here.
If y'all have not made that, if y'all haven't made that announcement,
that's what I'm saying
to everybody. Like if I'm not aware that y'all are separated, going through a divorce, like whatever the case is, you can't bring that woman in my house. I'm sorry. My loyalties still lie with your wife. That's going to be a hard no.
She's about to sit on the porch.
She cannot come to the cookout. She better not set foot in my backyard. That's all I'm saying.
But what if she brought oxtails?
She can drop off the oxtails first. I'll manipulate her into dropping off the oxtails, and then I'd politely escort her back through the front door.
Oh no, she got oxtails. I'm gonna let her in.
Well, I mean, honestly, I'd probably let her keep her oxtails because she a damn stranger. I don't know where she came from. You can't eat everybody's cooking.
You're right.
I don't know where this woman came from.
There's certain cooking you take a risk for.
No,
and
it's not.
Is one of them.
It's not. Yeah, but no, definitely she wouldn't be in my house.
Okay.
But so the next part of that is after speaking to your friend. Okay. And let's just say he tells you, we going through a rough patch. This is just my little friend. Like her and I hang out every now and then.
She can't be here.
Okay, she can't be here.
Because here's the thing. I'm gonna tell him the same thing I told my brother. Stop bringing these women to my house if you're not serious. I'm tired of meeting Kate and Edith.
Bye. Too.
Right? Only and to that point, when I said that to him, the next woman I met was his wife.
Yeah.
I said, bro, I'm not trying to be invested in all these women and then you drop them like flies. Like,
I mean, in a technical sense, he wasn't dropping them. He laid out the deal,
it is what it is. But it's just like what I'm not gonna do, and what I have no intentions of. Because here's my thing: I always say, I am friends with you.
Okay,
right. So I don't want to cultivate any type of relationship or friendship with anyone that's not going to be permanently attached to you, or at least attached to you for a
extended period of time.
And when I say extend, I'm talking about 5 years plus.
Oh gosh!
Like she gonna be in some cookout pictures type extended.
Like when we go back through the family photo album, we'll be like, oh my gosh, that's from when y'all was dating.
Right? You remember her? I remember her. Right? So if it's not that, don't be bringing her around here.
Yeah.
That's just me.
Yeah. Okay, but here I was saying.
Because my thing is, because don't bring her around. I think she cool, and I hope y'all work it out.
And then you drop her. Yeah.
And now here I am friends with somebody I do not even with no more on Instagram.
And now I look weird.
Right.
Crazy work.
Ain't that your ex-brother following you?
Bye.
Diabolical.
Bye. Okay, but the other part of that is, he tells you that's just his friend, right? Okay. That they hang out sometimes because, him and his wife. Here. Right. They can't hang out here. But the next time we see them, he's with his wife now. Mm-hmm. You know that he has...
Not my business.
Are you... It's not my business.
Not my business.
So if he's your friend and his spouse is cheating, it's your business to tell him his spouse is cheating. But since he's your friend and he's the one that's cheating, you feel no obligation to his spouse to let his spouse know that he's cheating?
Let me be clear on this. My loyalty lies with my friend.
I think that's crazy.
If I have not cultivated a friendship with both of you, my loyalty does not lie with both of you. There are many couple friends that we have where my loyalty is with the husband.
So the wife can just kick rocks if he's screwing somebody else.
I'm not saying kick rocks because I'm not going to tell her, but the person I'm going to have a conversation with him and say, hey, what your behavior right now don't align with my morals and beliefs. So I can't be around you. This is what you're partaking in.
Yeah. Because that's not the type of men I hang with.
That conversation will be had.
Yeah.
Because the last thing you're going to do is think that you're going to do some dirt and then trying to influence me to do some dirt. Because I'm happy over here, player.
Well, not only that, they say you are who you hang around. Just like they say you are what you eat.
But then your curls will be stronger because you hang around me. If that's true.
Wow. My curls would be stronger.
Yeah. Curls for the girls. Yeah, but so like...
Says the person who can't squat 225. Go ahead. What were you saying?
I can't.
You cannot.
I'm gonna do it on Wednesday just because you're there.
Okay.
Like I said, I will have that conversation with him. Like, hey, I don't want no mess here.
Yeah.
Because I know that even though I may not say nothing, my wife gonna tell her something, and that's another thing. I know this in certain situations I ain't gotta say nothing because it's gonna be said by somebody else. And when he looked at me, I'm like, hey, man, you know what you did? If everything wasn't on the up and up,
how you just gonna assume I'm gonna tell a wife?
Because you are. Because every time we get together and it fails. It happens every single time.
What?
There comes a point in the day
where we all split.
Where we're all split. Women are in here.
We start together, and then for some reason the men end up outside. All the women end up inside,
and then the kids are going.
The kids just doing whatever the hell it is they do.
they whatever.
They're just
and
out.
when the women start talking, some wives start divulging too much shit that they have to know this is gonna get back to us because.
What do you mean?
Because y'all tell us.
We don't divulge anything.
Okay.
We don't divulge anything.
Go ahead and lie.
Do you think your friendship, do you think your friendships could survive you telling them that their spouse is cheating?
If it doesn't, you wasn't my friend to start with.
When I'm trying to be honest with you.
You wasn't.
Because what if they're upset with you? Because that happens.
Okay, then you shouldn't. Because here's my thing. I've set a standard.
No, I'm talking about like if your friend, his wife was cheating, but he got mad at you for telling him.
Oh, it's okay. My conscience is clear.
I mean, your conscience could still be clear with you ignoring what you saw.
Just because ignorance is bliss don't mean it's okay to be ignorant.
That's true. That's true.
Now, it's funny you say that, but when you're ignorant about a lot of things. A lot of important things.
Like what, Maurice?
Like who our mortgage holder is.
I know who our mortgage holder is.
How to pay the bills.
I know how to pay the bills.
But no, you don't, babe.
I know how to pay the bills.
That's fine, babe. You're well taken care of.
I know how to pay the bills. You pay the people that the money's owed to. Boom.
Okay. Wow.
It's pretty damn self-explanatory.
Wow.
You just, whoever the people are, you pay them. That's it.
And also, I don't believe I have any friends that would be upset for me telling them. If I wasn't assuming and if I actually had concrete evidence and I told them it was true, I don't think I have any friends that would be upset with me telling them.
Do you think that, okay, so would you want your friends to tell you?
I would know.
It's funny that you think you're that bright.
This has been another episode. And most likely the last episode.
It just came out. I love you.
On the Life After I Do podcast, we made it 86 episodes, and I think this is going to, or maybe 87 or 88, something like that. And this will be the last one. Clearly, my wife has told me.
It's because my iron low.
Okay.
You think you would be able to tell?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
I have a whole separate family I've hidden from you for a decade.
That I would know. It's strictly based on how you mother.
Why? I wouldn't have time for the other family?
No, you wouldn't have time.
There's nothing left in the tank?
Nothing.
Because let me tell you, I ain't got nothing left in the tank today. I ain't got nothing left in the tank today. That's like I tell you,
I ain't got time to cheat.
I
ain't got time to entertain.
It's too much. It's a lot of energy. Like, even just like when people flirting with you, you don't even know they flirting with you. You be like...
You do, apparently.
When I'm told.
No, I said, you know when they flirt with me.
Oh, yeah. That's because, it's not the brightest bunches out there anymore.
Okay, I don't know.
It's not the brightest bunches. They just be too desperate nowadays, But anywho, yeah, so you think you'd be able to tell? I think I would be able to tell.
Tell what? If I was cheating? Mm-hmm. No, you wouldn't. I've been cheating for 23 years.
You've been what?
Cheating for 3 more years.
With who?
Jackie.
Who? Really? My alter ego? You're so dumb. My alter ego?
That's why I said I don't gotta cheat. I married 3 women.
You got Jackie, me, Patricia.
Vacation Bay. So
Vacation Bay. Yeah. She's cool. Haven't seen her in a minute, though.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm not going to see her in July either because it ain't really vacation.
It's not. I mean, we can take her to an overnight daycare.
No. I love my child too much for that.
So anywho, back to the topic at hand.
You cheating.
Who?
You.
What do you mean?
That's the topic at hand.
Me cheating?
Yeah.
I don't cheat.
Yeah.
No, I don't.
Whore.
At games.
She finally admitted.
And then I don't, and I never say cheat. I strategize at games. I strategize. You
are the biggest cheater.
I don't cheat, babe. It's called strategy.
Get back to the topic at hand.
It's called strategy.
Get back to the topic at hand.
Okay. Anywho. So would you be so you're willing to risk your friendship?
I'm willing to risk anything for what's right. Because at the end of the day, I'd rather have a clear conscience and know that my morals are intact than to it be the opposite of that.
What if your friend becomes like combative and they think that, you think you're better than me? You think,
I have firearms.
Oddly enough, it happens.
My thing is that they're going. Anger is an emotion. Is an emotion, and that's what they're feeling in the moment. And I will let them get it off their chest, and I'll say, "Well, you're welcome to leave and have a good life."
I doubt it would be that smooth.
I'm at my age, I don't fight anymore.
Not him saying at my age, Jesus.
I don't fight anymore at my age. It's so like if you get physical with me, I'm shooting you. I'm not fighting.
What?
I'm shooting. I'm defending myself. I'm shooting. And I say this all the time, so they know I'm going to shoot you. I'm not fighting.
I think that's a little aggressive, though. No?
Is it?
Yeah.
Well, it's aggressive that you thought you could try me.
I mean, whatever happened to like nuck if you buck?
Yeah. Yeah. They bucked, and I pulled the trigger.
Bye, stupid. They nucked and I pulled the trigger because your life was immediately threatened.
Immediately threatened.
You felt.
Mm-hmm.
I can't, DeMille. Well, it's nice to know that you would be an honest friend.
I'm gonna tell you the truth.
Yeah.
Whether you like it or not.
Yeah. I'd be an honest friend.
The only person I really lied to is you.
Well, keep lying to me.
And I don't lie. Let me clear that up. I lied to you about certain things because I don't want to like hurt your feelings.
Ooh. I can understand that. I've been doing that for 23 years.
See, I knew that was coming. It's fine. I know, as I've said many times on here, my wife doesn't stroke my ego, so I know she don't lie to me. She just tell me, babe, how this look? Bad. Don't do it.
I've never said you look bad.
I said how this look. I didn't say me.
Oh.
You don't tell me I look bad. You be like, babe, I mean, there's room for improvement. That's you saying it's bad.
I don't say it like that.
That's okay. You give me different versions of, oh, bless your heart.
No, I don't. If it doesn't look good, I let you know, like, it could be better.
There's room for, different versions of bless your heart.
What do you want me to do?
I don't mind.
Sometimes I do lie, like when you were showing me pictures.
Okay. All right. This has really been the last episode. I'm done. I'm dog eating done.
Low.
Yeah. Yeah, go ahead and try to blame them your made up condition.
I'm not my usual self.
I hope every steak you eat in the next 3 weeks tastes like dog shit.
Wow. That's harsh. That's harsh. Because I have like 3 steaks planned for the week. So that's kind of harsh. Damn.
Played yourself.
Damn, you played yourself.
Look at you.
Played yourself.
You know what? I'm out here with my my Bruce Leroy glow. You're not gonna take my glow.
I'm not. I think you are fabulous.
Okay, don't lie for the people.
Gone with the wind.
Are you done?
Gone.
Are you done?
I think you are gone with the wind. Fabulous. It's been a long day for me, guys. I'm sorry. It's been a long day for me. I've been up since like 7. Wow. Really?
What happened?
Wow.
I know.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Let's go ahead and hop right on into our 2 cents.
Gotcha, bitch.
DeMille, cut it out. Let's do this. I can't with you. Am I the asshole for telling my fiance that I don't want his mom in our wedding photos because she's been trying to get me to sign a prenup that she wrote up?
Okay, let's go.
I'm 27 and getting married next summer. My fiance is 29 and we've been together for almost 5 years. His mom has never liked me. She's very involved in his life, and I've always felt like she sees me as some kind of threat to their bond. For the past year, she's been bringing up prenups consistently. Not my fiance, his mom. She started sending me articles, books, even a sample prenup that she wrote up herself, like literally a Google Doc. It had stuff in it like that I waive all my rights to future earnings, and if I gain weight after the wedding, I would agree to go to counseling. I'm not joking. I told her it was inappropriate and that I wouldn't be discussing legal documents with her. My fiance backed me up at first, but over time, I noticed he started saying things like, she's just trying to protect me, or you know how she gets. He never directly told her to stop. Things hit a breaking point a few weeks ago when she brought up the same prenup again at a family dinner in front of her relatives. She said that I was being difficult and that a woman who refuses to protect a man's assets has no business getting married. I was humiliated. I left the table and we had a huge fight afterwards. I told my fiance that I don't want her in our wedding photos. I said that she can come to the ceremony and be there if she wants, but that I don't want her posing in our couple shots or our family portraits. I feel like she's made it clear she doesn't actually want this marriage to happen, and I don't want to look back at my wedding album and feel fake smiles with someone who's made the process so miserable. Now, his whole family is furious. He says that I'm escalating things and being too harsh. I told him I'm just setting a boundary after being disrespected over and over. My mom understands where I'm coming from, but thinks that I should let it go to keep the peace. I feel like if I back down again, she'll just keep walking all over me. So am I the asshole for telling my fiance that I don't want his mom in our wedding photos after she's put me through all of this?
No.
I don't think so either. This is what I think is crazy. I think it's crazy
Bishop.
I think it's crazy that even before we get married, that we're having issues with your mom. And that you are already setting a precedent.
That might be a sign of a great marriage.
Listen, that
we have those issues.
You're setting a precedent that you're not going to stand up to her. You're not going to defend me. And you're not going to take into consideration when I tell you that I'm feeling disrespected or uncomfortable. And that's going to be the remainder of our marriage, right? Because now what it does also is it reinforces to your mother that she can pretty much do what she wants.
Say-so.
She has say-so in our relationship. She has say-so in our marriage. She still has a form of control over you and is masking it as, oh, this is our bond. He's not your man. Like, I don't know how to, maybe because I'm not a boy mom. Like, I get it. I'm not a boy mom. He's not your man. Like, I get it. You had a bond. You guys are strong. You're his mom. You will forever be his mother.
Is it wrong that...
But he ain't your man.
Is it wrong that it's giving me either single mother or only child vibes?
It could be.
Like one or the other.
It could be. And I here's the thing. I can totally empathize with the...
you empathetic? No.
It's rare, but...
She admits it.
I'm kidding. I can empathize with the whole idea of, you know, being close to your son and you guys, let's just say if she was a single mom. And it's like you guys, you know, growing up together, you guys have this bond. It's always been you and him. And then for now there to be another woman in his life who is going to have his attention, who's going to have, you know, him basically, and a part of you feeling like what you're not about to do is come in here and just take him away from me. I can empathize with that, right? I can empathize with that because I think the difference in that and like girl moms is like the daughter is my baby. So yes, I'll be giving her, or you'll be giving her away one day to a man. But when it comes to, I would think like the bond or them coming over or things like that. It's like mom is probably going to be.
I'm going to be leasing.
You'll be leasing her?
Leasing her.
Bye, Maurice. She's not a car.
Because she can always come back here.
Well, okay. That's fair. But I just say that to say, only because, you know, I have a friend who's going through that right now, and her son just got married. And like she said, it was her and her son for so long.
Right.
And now he's clinging to his wife, which, you know, is what he's been raised to do. But that doesn't mean you just leave mom behind.
That's the natural order of things.
Right? Yes.
Once you go off and get married, it is typical that now all the time it's going to be spent with the wife's family. Side of the family. Mm-hmm, the kids are going to know the wife's side of the family.
Yeah,
that's just
because he's prioritizing his wife.
That's just typical. I don't think she's an asshole. I think that the fiance needs to understand that you're starting a covenant and a family with your wife, and that's going to be outside of your mother. Your mother does not need to be inside of your marital business. You'll never have a good, solid marriage if you constantly let your mother
have her way,
intercede and give her input. Me personally, if this was my mother, I would just lie to her and tell her that we already have one. Just so she shut up.
But you shouldn't have to do that. You're a grown-ass man.
Sometimes, let's hear. Sometimes it's okay to lie. They keep the peace. Because I clearly love you because I asked you to marry me. I love my mother because that's my mother.
Of course.
So I'm going to lie to one of y'all. And I'd rather lie to her.
So we don't start off on a bad foot.
Because she's going to be more forgiving.
Yeah. But she's going to be really upset if anything goes south. And you told her all these years you had a prenup. And then your wife ended up taking 75%. She's going to be real upset with you.
Here's the thing. Let's flip the prenup, right? Okay? Everything she wants you to agree to, flip it on him too, right? So you got to maintain a certain weight. He got to maintain a certain body fat percentage.
Right.
Flip it.
Right.
Since you want this to be transactional completely, let's make it, right?
Yeah.
Okay, let's say you don't leave with, you're not entitled to half of whatever of his finances, right? But for every year you're in, you get 5% or 10% or something.
Yeah.
So that's
and at the 10th year,
and you get 10% just for staying with him, and an extra 5% for every child you give him.
I mean,
make it so when he really think about it, he gonna walk away with 10% of what he had and then just like make that deal and then just keep giving him kids. Push out like 6 babies.
No, he wouldn't go for that. I can't. But yeah, I don't think you're an asshole. If that's the boundary she wants to say, you can set one. And it's your wedding day, so
I wouldn't want that fake half of my.
And he can take pictures with his mom. That's fine.
Yeah, by yourself over there,
which y'all bond. Let me see. Am I wrong for wanting to leave after finding out the truth of when my boyfriend was fired?
Okay.
So 2 nights ago, I did a thing where I went through my boyfriend's phone. I know, completely wrong. Now backstory. My boyfriend of 2.5 years told me he lost his job a month and a week ago. I didn't find out until the day our landlord texted us that we were late on our rent, which was surprising as my boyfriend told me that he paid for it already. As I read the text, I immediately got a call from my boyfriend saying it was an error. An hour later, he came home to tell me that it was a lie and that he was fired and couldn't pay our rent. Now, backstory about us. My boyfriend makes 3 times what I make in a year, thanks to my current position. Before, it was 5 times what I made. So when I got the news, I was a mess. However, I had enough saved up to pay our rent. The following month was super heavy on me, but my boyfriend landed a new job 4 weeks after everything happened. Now I've been unsettled as this isn't the first time he's lied to me about our finances. A year ago, his car was repoed in the middle of the night, which shocked me. About 2 nights ago, when I went through his phone, intuition, or whatever you want to call it, and I read through messages with friends and coworkers about how the firing happened in January. It's currently May, which completely shocked me as he lied to me about when everything happened. Now I'm second guessing everything. What do I do? How do I forgive this? Help.
You mind your motherfucking business.
Not when it comes to money.
Why are you going through his phone?
Not when apparently because he lied. That's why he lied.
He's lying about things money related, which I cannot. Can I talk?
Go ahead.
Which I cannot condone. But what I will say this: sometimes as a man, the financial weight of a relationship gets heavy. And when things are not going your way, it's hard to be honest and upfront, because it's almost like embracing the part of failure that you perceive yourself to be in, and you're coming face to face with that when you're telling your wife or your significant other that about what's happening. So, and I believe that. I don't believe that he lied to you just because he wanted to lie. He lied to you out of guilt. He lied to you out of, this is just my belief, he lied to you out of the understanding and maybe even possible the hope that he would probably get a job fast enough to where it really wouldn't affect you.
Yeah.
And it's also a thing that, some men like to do where they don't like to really involve their partner in the finances as much because they don't want them to worry. Because, we all know women have a tend to over dramatize.
There's no over dramatize when it comes to money and how we gonna have a roof over our head.
Am I talking or you talking?
We're talking.
Well, I'm done then.
Sir, we're talking.
I mean, it could be that he felt guilty. It could be that he didn't want you to stress. Mm-hmm. Didn't want you to worry. I mean, and it could just be that he wasn't mature enough to handle the emotions with himself, and definitely not mature enough in a place to convey the situation and his feelings to you without feeling attacked or hurt or less than,
or like a failure.
That's my answer.
Okay, I get that.
But you are an asshole for going through his phone.
Now
go ahead and say the opposite of what I'm going to say.
No, I'm not going to say the opposite of what you say. I agree with everything that you said.
Cat.
I do. I agree with everything that you said. However,
here we go.
If I can see where you're coming from.
Is. See?
I can see where you're coming from.
Says, I can see. Here come the bullshit.
I can see where you're coming from, where he was like, maybe he could get the other job in time to cover whatever so that she doesn't have to feel the blunt of it, right?
All this hand stuff.
This is the problem that comes in. The problem comes in is when by you holding on to all that information and you keeping me in the dark and making me feel like everything's taken care of, our rent is taken. Because what happened if she didn't have money saved up to pay their rent? And he's like, okay, this is going to come through and I'm going to get it taken care of and I don't want you to worry about it. And the rent is paid. And he's telling her the rent is paid, the bills are paid, everything's good. You don't have anything to worry about. What happens if she didn't have anything saved up?
Look here, as someone who has been on disability, he was waiting on that check to hit.
You don't know what he was waiting on. Stop it.
And it was one.
And listen, anyway,
it was one of them months where the check hit after the rent was due.
No, I say all that to say, I agree with what you're saying, and I can see from that perspective. But again, we are still in a partnership, and your decisions, if it's decisions that can directly affect my life too, that's something that you need to bring up. Okay. Right? Okay. So if he couldn't pay the rent, he could have just been like, look, this is what I have planned. Unfortunately, I lost my job last Friday. Okay, that's already going to be a shocker. He's already processing the fact that he lost his job. So there's that. So he's already under an immense amount of stress, especially if rent is his responsibility. He's already under an immense amount of stress. But if he would have just buckled up and just been like, hey, I lost my job. This is how much I've got right now to get us through. This is my plan. I'm going to pay the rent. I'm going to do this. And then after that, in between time, I may need some help to hold me over until I can get the next job.
He probably thought he couldn't help her if he was making 5 times what she was making.
We don't know how much 5 times
he was subsidizing her.
Well, we don't know how much.
So who was she to go through his phone?
She could have been making $13 an hour.
It don't matter what she making. He making 5 times more. So who is she to subsidize? She's subsidizing her lifestyle. Don't go through his phone. Don't upset yourself. You're not on his level.
You done?
You out here living under a Section 8 voucher.
Oh my God. Now you're just adding things to the story. Now you're just adding things. I think we're both tired. I think it's time to go to bed.
I'm just starting shit.
I was like, you're sleepy. My iron's low. I think it's time.
I think, did she ask what she asked over go through the phone? Was that the question?
No, like she was, because she wanted to break up with him because he lied.
Okay, break up with him. Go find, you make sure you find somebody else to subsidize your life.
Because on the premises that he has lied.
Where's she gonna go? Where's she gonna go?
Well, she got money in the bank.
That's gonna run out quick.
Oh my gosh, you don't know. Why are you making up things in the story?
It's clear that she don't make enough to sustain the lifestyle she
makes enough that she's been paying the damn rent
out of her savings. She was only,
and every time she works, she put more money back into the savings. She replenishes it. And she was
only able to do that because he was making 5 times.
Yeah, but he was making 5 times and didn't have a savings. Oh,
are you sure about that?
Yeah, because he didn't pay the damn rent. Had he had savings, he probably could have covered the rent to hold him over till he got the next job.
He only had 3 months saved and he was on month 5 already.
Okay.
Give him a break.
Okay.
He's doing it. He's doing the best he can, Savannah.
His best ain't good enough.
Not for you, Savannah?
No.
We just talking shit.
Because that would have to just listen, I don't want to crush your ego.
Whose ego?
But his. I'd be like, I don't want to crush your ego. But
my thing, I just feel like this. I feel like if you feel like you can't trust him, leave. Because if
he's a liar,
if the trust is not there, you're always going to question everything. You're not going to be happy, and you're going to find other things and other reasons.
You're going to question everything
to either snoop or have doubt. So if that's how you really feel, get out of Dodge.
Yep. I agree.
This has been another episode of the Life After Do podcast. We appreciate you guys for sticking it out with us, and I know my wife is boring sometimes. We appreciate all the new followers on TikTok, and she's struggling. TikTok, Instagram, all the subscribers on YouTube. We appreciate all the
OnlyPans,
all the engagement. You get a new episode every Wednesday.
Every Wednesday.
You can write into us at lifeafterdopodcast@gmail.com. And until next time, peace, booskies.
Peace, booskies.